The Minnesota Vikings are currently the best team in the National Football League, and they can somehow get better. Once they get guys returning and that chemistry continues to build, the sky is the limit for this Vikings team. Let's talk about it. The Minnesota Vikings are arguably the best team in the National Football League right now after a 3-0 start where they honestly demolished both the San Francisco 49ers when they were mostly healthy and the Houston Texans when they were healthy. And having that kind of success against both of those teams is going to open a lot of eyeballs that weren't necessarily on the Minnesota Vikings. Now, they were doing so without some of their best players, especially on the offensive side of the football. They had Justin Jefferson, they had Sam Darnold, they had Aaron Jones, but they've only played 3 of 12 quarters with Jordan Addison, and they still haven't played with TJ Hawkinson. 2 of their best offensive weapons have not really played for this football team at all. That's going to make a really, really big impact when they end up coming back, because that's going to open things up for Jefferson. Naylor has stepped into a much bigger role and is going to be ready, and things are going to be way easier for him when he's the 4th option. Imagine Jalen Naylor right now is the number 2 receiving option for this Minnesota Vikings team, and he's playing this well in his 3rd season out of Michigan State. It's going to be significantly easier when he's facing your 3rd or 4th cornerback on a play-by-play basis. And the Vikings defense didn't miss a beat. In fact, they were arguably better. It's the cohesiveness and the chemistry on the back end that's going to matter so much more. Plus, when you talk about chemistry, that element is going to help carry this team to a potential Super Bowl run. Chemistry is a really big thing in the National Football League, especially when you talk about pass catchers and how Brian Flores likes to run his defense. Sam Darnold really built the chemistry with Justin Jefferson through training camp. You could tell early on there were some misses, and Jefferson would just have the ball sailed on him a little bit. They're trying to figure out each player is going to end up. So where Jefferson's going to run his route and where Darnold is going to place the ball. You use training camp to figure that out. And they did. And you could see substantial growth. And you saw growth in Darnold's performance because of it. Now that they've had a few weeks together, that chemistry is getting better and better and better. Now imagine when he gets that chemistry with TJ Hawkinson and Jordan Addison. And he already seems to have it with Jalen Naylor. That is going to help elevate this offense to another level, because now if you just double Justin Jefferson, guess what? Addison will burn you. Hawkinson will burn you. It's a little hard of an ask right now to get Jalen Naylor to consistently burn you because of how relatively new he is on the offense side of the ball. Because coming into the year, he had less than 100 total snaps on offense. Those elements are going to matter a lot with the Minnesota Vikings. And then on defense, even without Turner and Pace, they thrived. Why? The cohesion and chemistry and understanding of this defense. And having that element in guys like Grugier Hill playing more snaps, Jalen Redmond getting his first NFL action, Bo Richter. Those are valuable reps because eventually they're going to be called upon to play even more snaps because injuries happen. And developing that chemistry with guys who are lower on the depth chart and having it develop even more with the guys at the top. The sky's the limit for this team. And we're going to see them take things to another level because, well, let's face it. The Vikings are the class of the National Football League right now. And it's not a fluke. This isn't 2022. They are 2nd in the league in points scored, 2nd in the league in points allowed, and 4th in point differential. That doesn't scream fluky. That screams legit. They have a chance to prove it again against the Green Bay Packers, who, let's be real, they're legit. I'm Tyler Forness of ADC Sports. Get excited. Let's go Vikings.